Hi, and welcome to another edition of Rabbi K's Cuts. We are now finding ourselves in the period known as the Sfirat HaOmer, the counting of the Omer from Pesach to Shavuos. And it's often commented that this is an interesting period of time. First of all, no other holidays have a bridge that connects them, accounting from one holiday to the next. We don't count from Sukkot to Pesach or some other time of the year, only from Pesach to Shavuot. Additionally, we wonder, why do we count up if we're so excited anticipating this great day of receiving the Torah on the holiday of Shavuos? So why aren't we counting down, but yet we count up? And the reason, of course, is that Pesach and Shavuos are intrinsically connected. The physical liberation of the Passover experience is only meaningful in as much as it leads to the spiritual renaissance of Shavuos, the receiving of the Torah at Mount Sinai 7 weeks later. We build ourselves from Pesach when we emerged as slaves, having been exposed to the depravity of Egypt for hundreds of years. We needed to acclimate ourselves, to develop ourselves, to reach a point where we would be worthy and ready to receive God's word. The growth that we experienced thousands of years ago during this Sphira period is the precise growth that we need to be working on every year during this time, building ourselves to be appropriate receptacles for the receiving of the Torah. That process is a very deliberate, measured, sequential process. We build one day at a time, from brick 1 to 2 to 3, all the way up to 49, when we finally come to Shavuot and receive the Torah. I believe this is all year round the underlying approach that we try to take here at Ma'or. We recognize that human growth in general, and certainly Jewish growth, needs to be measured, deliberate, and sequential. We can't skip over steps. We can't go from day 1 to day 29 or 49. We need to build one brick at a time by learning, by observing, by internalizing, by making sure that each action we take is authentic and healthy and a part of who we are. May we all merit this year and all year round to be able to engage in that kind of meaningful Jewish growth, by which we are plodding ahead one step at a time, moving forward, not resting on our laurels, but doing so in a way that makes sense and that allows us to sustain the growth over the long period of time that, God willing, constitutes our lives. You should all have a wonderful Sfirat HaOmer, end of the school semester, and a Shabbat Shalom.